Good morning, Year 3 and 4. This is just a short video on summarising to support you with this week's reading activities that have been updated on your Year 3 and 4 blogs. So what is summarising? It's retelling the key parts of a story, the main events, the things that are the most important pieces of information within the text. It's short and to the point, so it doesn't need lots of description. And it needs to be in the correct order. When we're summarising, we use question words to help us find out the most important pieces of information. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. So who are the main characters in the story? If we think back to our text from before Christmas, we were reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The main characters in there were Charlie, Willy Wonka, and the other 4 golden ticket winners. There were other characters, such as Charlie's teacher, but these weren't important to the main events in the story. What? What are the main things that happened? In the story Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the main thing that happened was Charlie won a golden ticket. This allowed him to then go and visit Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory. Where? Where did the story take place? There may be more than one setting. For example, going back to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, there were 2 main settings, Charlie Bucket's house and Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Again, there were other settings within the story, such as Charlie's school. However, these aren't important to the main events. When? When did it take place and how do you know? There may be clues in the text. For example, it might talk about snow being on the ground. It might tell you that it's cold. They might be playing on the beach in the sun and it's hot. These would give you clues to the time of year that the story is happening in. For example, winter or summer. It may be more specific and it may give you a date or a time that the events are actually happening. Why? Why is this information important to the reader? Here's a picture of Veruca Salt. Early on in the story, when Veruca is trying to find the golden ticket, it tells us that she's spoilt. This is a key piece of information because later on in the story, she goes into the nut room and decides that she wants one of the squirrels that are working for Willy Wonka. This then goes on to having a tantrum because Mr. Willy Wonka says that she can't take one home. How? How did this all happen? The whole story of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came about when Willy Wonka decided he wanted to invite 5 people into his factory. He put 5 golden tickets into 5 chocolate bars, and Charlie was one of the lucky winners. Remember, Year 3 and 4, when you're summarising, it needs to be short and to the point. Keep to the main events and try and make sure that it is in the correct order. We're looking forward to reading some of the summaries that you've written over the next few days. Goodbye.